Greetings, Judah. DFG getting its flight here. Guys, I probably look like a freezing where I am, but it's really not. It's just upper 50s, but whatever, you know. Anyway, I just want to take a couple of minutes just to discuss Trump's rejection of the $600 stimulus package that Congress approved of on, I think, day before yesterday. You know, first, I want to give him credit because he doesn't say a whole lot of intelligent things. And, you know, this is one of those things where, you know, he has to be commended. Because truly, in this one instance, he has put the citizenship of America first. In other words, he's put the American people first and foremost. When you look at the stimulus bill that these devils, most of them, probably all of them, these devils in Congress put together, they're giving hundreds of millions, billions of dollars to foreign countries all over this wicked planet. But when it came down to what hard-working Americans who have suffered unjustly, I might add, you know, because they were laid off of their jobs, not because they were lazy and didn't want to work. Their businesses had to close, or they were laid off because their business just could not any longer afford them on their payrolls. To give them $600 in the beginning of the winter season is an absolute slap in their faces. You know, and again, it just goes to show you just how evil and wicked this nation is. You know, America is probably the most wicked nation on the planet. Because any other nation, if they did nothing else, they would take care of their own. But America eats its own. It eats them. And you know, Judah, you in particular, don't get this twisted. You know, I am not equating us with them. We're a nation inside of a nation. But best believe, Judah, that $600, you know what I'm saying? They're looking at it like, well, we got to give, you know, those Negroes or those N-words stuff. We're going to make sure it is pennies on a dollar, and also put them in such situations at the holiday time because they're a bunch of pagans, most of them. You know, they believe in paganism. So they're going to turn right back around and give that $600 right back to us anyway. Because they're like little kids, you know what I'm saying? You give them something, you know, they waste it. You know, you give a little kid a cup of milk and most of the milk is on the table. You know, like a little 2-year-old. But then some of us are waking up. Some of us are coming into the knowledge to understand clearly that, you know, whatever Yah puts on our plate, whatever crumbs that are there, take that. And you just like the widow, you know, who had the last little bit of meal left when Elijah came to her. He told her, look, just give me what you got and I'm going to multiply it. So this is what I would say to you, Judah. If you get that $600, or what Trump says, he's not going to approve it. So that may be the other side of this story. They may be playing both ends to the middle. Their overall intention may be to give those people who need that relief absolutely nothing. Now that could be the other side of the story, because that's pretty interesting that, you know, when this thing jumps out. I'm going back to the widow story, don't get me wrong. But that's pretty interesting that all of a sudden the $2,000, let's give them $2,000 individuals and $4,000, you know, for couples. But, you know, that should have been something he was talking about when they were negotiating a stimulus bill. And we never heard him say anything like that. As soon as they passed one, then now he's going to object, he's going to filibuster it. So that could be part of a plan, guys, because remember, you know, both of these are devils. There's devils on the right-hand side playing against the devils on the left-hand side, and you're the lamb. They're the wolves, you're the lambs. But anyway, if you happen to get $600 or $2,000 or $4,000, Judah, you take that as seed. You plant that seed. You do just as the widow did. You take that, you put that, you go before Yah with that, and you let Yah guide you on how to use that. And I can assure you, first thing he's going to tell you is don't put it back in the hands of the heathens. In other words, make it seed, make it produce for you, make it generate more for you. Take that little and let it become plentiful. So go out and get the necessary things you need to get through this rough winter that's already upon us. Don't waste it. And also, in the meantime, you can teach these big corporate giants who exploit people with their junk that they sell during these so-called holiday seasons. You can teach them a very valuable lesson. And that is that you don't need their trash. Excuse me, golly. You don't need their trash. You don't need their junk. You don't need their little trinkets, their little ornaments. You go out and you buy food, you buy supplies, you buy material, you buy blankets, all these things that you're going to need, medicine, things that you know you're going to need in a crisis if these devils don't, reproduce or if these devils decide to close this nation down, which they're probably going to do it. As you see what's going on, this mutant strain of disease that's going on in England now. And we talked about this, guys. The second round of corona will be a lot more vicious than the first round because the first round was a test. The second round was now we know what it's going to take. So now you're going to see this mutant strain come, and it's going to come to America. And you're going to see a lot of you're going to see a lot going on. I'm going to say that much. I don't want to say too much here. But I will tell you guys, you better get healthy. And I talked to you about this before. You better start drinking some water. You better start losing some weight. You better get away from this pork and all these meat products, guys. Eat just a little bit of meat. And there shouldn't be no filthy swine. Talking to you now, Judah. Get your body healthy, get your body strong. Again, work out, lose some weight, drink water, get you some rest, read, research. Find alternative news that will give you a true holistic perspective of what's going on around this planet, like this platform and many other platforms, who are going to tell you the truth as best Yah has given it to us. But it's time to wake up, Judah. America, it's time for you to wake up too, because it's your tax dollars that they decided to give to every other nation except for you, to show you what they think about you. And again, if Trump is sincere in this one, then I give him kudos for this. He gets a thumbs up if he's genuinely sincere. And I happen to think that he is. But you can't trust these devils. You know what I'm saying? Like Yeshua said, they're the children of liars, and their father was a liar from the very beginning, and like their fathers, they're gonna lie. So you can't trust them. But you can watch them. And if somehow or another Yah takes those resources and puts some of it in your hands, then you dedicate it to Yah by using it in wisdom. All right? And wisdom means you don't give it and put it in the hand of pagans, and you don't practice pagans' traditions by wasting it. You take care of yourself, you take care of your families. That's the honorable thing to do, Judah. I'm talking to you males and females out there. But that said, it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? The supposed to be greater of the two evils seems now to be doing the right thing. And I notice old Biden is as quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton. He ain't saying too much right now. I wonder why that is. But Trump says he's not going to sign it, unless they make it 2,000 and 4,000. And if they're not going to do it, he said, I guess the next administration will do it next year. So it's going to get rougher and rougher and rougher on some of you guys. Get ready. But again, you should have been ready. You surely were forewarned. That's all I got for you right now. But like Josh said, you guys do whatever you want to do. But as far as me and my house, we're serving Yah. All right? And I told you to get into, looking at all the alternative information and get yourself prepared and get all the things that are necessary for survival. Don't forget the book. Get in our history book, guys. There's a lot of knowledge there, a lot of things that Yah will reveal to you right now. If there was ever not time, don't use this word Bible, that's so you know what I'm talking about. If there was ever time for you to pick that Bible up and start reading it, guys. Go to the book of Jeremiah, Ezekiel. Go to the book of Isaiah. Those where you're going to find nuggets. If you get to King James 16:11 with the Apocrypha in it, you can go to Jubilees. You'll find a lot of knowledge there. The book of Enoch, Jasher, all those books. They're not in 16:11. You can definitely get those books. So learn and understand what's happening, my brothers and my sisters. All right? So that this time does not catch you unprepared and unawares. That's all I got for you right now. DFG, talk to you guys later. Bye now.